All right, guys, welcome back. Today we're going to do another issue of Bêlit and Valeria, Swords vs. Sorcery from Ablaze Comics, issue number 4. This is the cover that reminds me, well, it's more like a homage cover from the X-Men, where Marvel Girl and Scott was on the moon and they're being hunted by, I believe, the Shi'ar because she was the Phoenix and she just destroyed a lot of people and she needs to be executed and all that stuff. So anyway, let's dive in. Before we go into that, if you like my content, please subscribe to my channel, leave a comment, leave a like. It's really important to the algorithm. So I would really appreciate that. Not only that, this is probably, along with Death Dealer, one of the worst comics that I've ever read. There is a lot of things that is incomprehensible. It's going nowhere. There's a lot of talking. The art is stellar, by the way. But it's just a bad written book. And this book infuriated me. Let's go in. So, all right. So we see, I believe this is Valeria. She has a kid and she's being surrounded by these thieves, right? Now, again, we have these caption boxes that tells the stories. Well, sort of the story. Now, watch this here. Remember this. Then look at this here. Forget the caption boxes. And then look here. So what do you see? Except there's a lot of words in here. So people standing, looking around, being afraid or very aggressive. The same here. There's nothing happened, by the way. It's just this womanly creature from the last issue, the ghost, and I don't know. It's just talks about Bêlit and about her, losing her children because of crime and womanhood and all that stuff. And then here, there's still nothing happening. There's still people, yeah, I'm standing here for 15 minutes and wait till the narrative stops and then we're going to do something, right? There's nothing going on. There's this waste of pages, just 1 or 2 pages and then get right into the action. But no, that's not going to happen, right? But what did surprise me, so give props to that, is Bêlit killed her own child. And not sure why the blood is brown, but maybe because this is a flashback. And yeah, I don't know what these robbers now do because they want the child for reasons. I don't know. Like I said, it's all clouded in mystery. Therefore, this ghostly creature says, hey, I lost my children. You lost your children. Let's mingle. Let's do a symbiosis, and I give you the power of the gods, right? Stuff like that. I mean, I say that in a couple of seconds, but the writer needs to do all this. Another flashback that the child was born or something, and then she is going, I don't know, full out on these people. These are those magic users, right? And okay, and it's been heard for the rest of these. Well, there's some kind of a grotto with orgies and lots of wizards and all that stuff. So this guy who was about to kill Valeria, he hears that. So instead of, I don't know, killing her or just pushing her away and just leaving the tent, to see what's going on. No. He says, blast it, hold that murder, my sweet. This racket is troubling to say at least. See, I'm no hound per se, but I have the same expertise as the average rabbit wolf in the matter of carnage. That there stench riding the guts of this mysterious dust storm? Someone has misplaced several lakes full of human blood nearby. Can you tell me what that means? I mean, if you're hearing or sensing, intense power, what is this dribble you're talking about, right? And this is the whole problem through the whole book. The whole book is riddled with unnecessary word salads, mumbo jumbo, incomprehensible dialogue that leads to nowhere and has absolutely no place in this comic or which comic at all. So, and then, okay, so you say he's done, he's going outside. No. So we see this stuff happening. He's still talking. He says, odd. Suffice to say, I did not foresee even a lick of this. Not a lick. Need I a fresh fade deck? Need time, an extra shuffle or two? You must believe me that this kind of tomfoolery is wholly uncommon in the context of my repertoire. What is this? And then he goes on and on and on and on. Well, Valeria is just fed up and attacks him, right? Meanwhile, Bêlit is going full Jean Grey and Phoenix on these guys and rips all these wizards to shreds, which was sort of the, well, it's not really the plan, because this was the plan, killing him, right? Because, I mean, please go back to my other reviews. There's probably some narrative in here or explanation why this has to happen. The art looks phenomenal, right? If I can hide this guy, I would do it in seconds, but probably it's way out of my price range. Anyway, so this wizard that's on their side has said, "Oh, please, please don't kill me. I didn't see this for coming." But, you know, word salad. So Valeria just beats his ass. Ha! Did you see that coming? Finally, just one word, right? That just makes sense. So he's now all, you know, beaten up, and she's basically killing him now. And yeah, probably because of this, we're getting pushed down in the algorithm again, because YouTube doesn't like titties. Anyway, so we go to this retro style of talking and narrative, because this poet, this scribe that I believe is in love with Bêlit, and talking. I'm going to completely ignore this, because, like I said, everything that is in here, there is only 5% that is comprehensible. The rest is all just mumbo jumbo. So, okay, Bêlit comes from the ground and she says, "Right, I suppose this is when sapphic catfighting aside, you either literally bite my head off or admit that we may have somehow wound up once another best friend in the, well, still die fucking jab." All right, like, again, I agree, stop talking. Okay, so the power is gone, or maybe it's reside in her, everybody's dead. But then, oh no, more talking. But then, you know, talking about, by the way, yeah, it's all good that you just killed all these wizards, but basically you royally fucked up. So what I can try to decipher this, because I've read this dialogues about 2 or 3 times to get a glimpse of what's going on. Maybe I'm stupid, but I don't think so. Anyway, so the kings, they were, you know, you have kings and advisors. The wizards were the advisors. So this guy that's been killed by Valeria was the advisor of, I believe, this king or another king, I don't remember anymore. And he was drunk on power, and he says, "Now you're going to do what I want, and I'm going to rule this power." Well, these kings were the lackeys. So what happens, right? The wizards are dead, the word is spreading, and what happens? What do you predict this idiot solution will be to being actually in charge for the very first time, with, well, strategically left out in a cult? A hint, mayhaps? So basically, yeah, it's war. So I don't know why these people are waging war. Why don't take your kingdom back and be, I don't know, a benevolent king or just king? I don't know. So these two are reunited, and more talking and talking, right? So this king is winning. He's being killed by another one. I don't know why. I don't know who. Well, I do know who. So this is the, what's his name? Borg of the Northwestern Wages, child roaster and wife taker. Where does he come from? What is his play in all this? Why can we not go with this king, right? I mean, this could be the enemy. But no, we introduced to another guy that is being somewhat important, right? So the poet says, "Hey, Glyn, that's you're talking gibberish, because that doesn't make any sense. How can you explain what's happening in the world despite being trapped on the boat thousands of miles away, right? I'm going to call poop on you, knowing the exact name, rank, and preferred nomenclature of the particular ruffian who's beheading this way to the top." This way of talking, man. "You can't bullshit the bullshitter. You're literally being dramatic, and I want to go back to having sex now." Dude, what is this writing? Like I said, this is written for like you are 12 years old. Who is writing? Who's talking like that? Anyway, so he shoves this guy aside and he says, "Hey, let me explain more." So we have more explaining, more mansplaining. That's the one word right now. More explaining why it was a bad idea to kill every wizard, right? Okay. Now, from this part, I completely lost the plot. I have no clue what's going on. So, it seems that, like I said, this was the wizards, there was the sorcerer guy, he's getting handsomely paid for his services, and then all these other wizards are, I don't know, planning someone, and this guy says, "We recently departed private party of pointy heads." So, humor, haha, pointy heads, like wizards, like Gandalf, haha. Isn't it funny, guys? Pointy heads, ha ha ha. Fuck off. Anyway, so you ladies just fucked the continents royally, pun intended. Now, from this point, I don't know, there's a lot of, look at this talking and talking and talking. So what I don't, okay, so we have Crom. Crom was imprisoned. Then he just got out somehow. I don't know why he's got out. I don't know why was he in the prison in the first place. I don't know what he really wants, right? So it seems that the goddess of life, I guess. I mean, pause the video and read what's here, and you come back to me and said this is comprehensible. I have no fucking clue. Anyway, so she is the Earth Mother and he's the Deathbringer, right? And they talk about, oh no, divine womanhood. Crom committed to spending his time between park sessions of sleep, imprisoned in the mountains, died out only occasionally to supply the goddess with divine pleasure. So, okay, so he's going out of his prison to have sex, then goes into the prison again for sleep reasons. Why is he imprisoned? And why does he go out? So that doesn't mean he is imprisoned, right? I mean, if you are in prison, you cannot get out. That's the whole thing of being imprisoned. Being in prison. Oh my God. Anyway, so this is, I don't know, offsetting the imbalance or something. I don't know. Anyway, they have some arguments about something, and they also talk about the butterfly effect. I mean, you remember? I mean, maybe some of you have seen the movie Butterfly Effect. So what is it? Well, you can Google the term, but it's something about when a butterfly flaps his wings, an earthquake or a mountain explodes on the other side of the world, you know, actions and consequences and that causality and other mumbo jumbo, right? So I have no idea what's going on here, except something is upsetting the balance and scales, and that is in favor of Crom, because Crom is supposedly the bad guy in this case, I guess. Not sure. And more talking and talking and talking, by the way. And like I said, just pause the video because I have no clue. Anyway, so it's about that the men are beasts, and it's about love. It's the oldest tale in the book. Take love from a man, we may die purely of heartbreak. And if that's not the case, they're going on a revenge spree. Now, this page here, the last page, that was the part that infuriated me a lot more than, well, not really. This dialogue is terrible. Oh no, we have guns in Hyperborea? Are you fucking kidding me? This is the medieval ages, and you come up, oh, let's have guns. So are you saying there is a civilization outside of Hyperborea that actually have guns? That doesn't make any sense at all. There were no guns in Hyperborea or in the surrounding areas. That's not. I'm done. I'm done, guys. I'm done. I cannot do this anymore. I cannot do this terrible writing. I cannot. Dude, Max, along with the writer of Death Dealer, you are the worst writer I've ever met. Maybe you can write good, but this is trash. Props to Rodney Buchemi, by the way, for great art. I cannot do this anymore, man. I got one coming my way. This is the last one, and we're gonna tear the last one to shreds either, because this is shit. I mean, why is it so hard? Why is it so hard to make a medieval sword and sorcery sandal comic with barbarians and good-looking women and magic and monsters, you know? I had my hopes up for, you know, Death Dealer from Opus Comics, but the dialogue is so childish, so gruesomely bad. And now Ablaze doing that the same with this comic. We have hot women, we have great art, and then we have a story that I'm gonna think, wait a minute, what is this? It feels to me that the writer translated the Robert E. Howard's work and wants to have as much dialogue in this comic, but this is a comic, this is not a book, right? You need to have some comprehensible dialogue and storytelling for people to understand and actually says, hey, this was good writing, I get it, but you pushing so much in this book that it completely lost the plot and point what you are trying to tell. Therefore, I give it a big thumbs down, 2 out of 10, 9 out of 10 because of the great art, 2 out of 10 for writing. Guys, thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.